Okay, I'm live over here. Okay, please read risk disclosure disclaimer.
What's up? Welcome to the show.
All right, Vic.
This is gonna be a great day. We made $1,600 yesterday on Boeing. I just didn't get the chance to tell you guys we made 300 in the morning, and then we made another 1,300 during the afternoon. So just a little recap on what happened yesterday. That's what happened. I could have made a little more, but you know what? We don't do coulda, shoulda, woulda. And also, it was a great opportunity, but that's for next time.
All right. That's great. I told you gonna make money there yesterday.
Oh, we all knew it.
All right.
Thanks, Joe.
Wonderful. Please read again this risk disclosure disclaimer. Very dangerous to trade with any financial instruments. So trade with the money only you can do.
Markets are open.
Yep. All right. Let's go here. There's a pullback both on Nasdaq and ES. As you can see, it's hitting the upper yellow line, upper band, and plus this resistance zone for now. So but we'll be careful, they may just run all the way up. On the daily, they're trying up, so next if they go long, next target price will be around 8,200 on Nasdaq. So somewhere there, and there's a big resistance over here at around 8,500.
Yeah. Everything's dropping right now in the markets.
Okay.
Big time. It's in a free fall.
Yeah. Okay. So you are now in
We're in Johnson & Johnson.
Johnson & Johnson.
Yeah, J&J.
Okay.
But everything's down. I'm only down about 50 shares at 135, which is at 200 SMA. And everything's taking a tank, but you know, I'm glad that I bought it at 200 because that's, you know, it'd be much worse if you didn't. But I knew that it was just going to tank on the open.
All right. So let's see if we can make any trade over
Boeing's
here.
a great trade right there. Look at that.
No, let them go a little bit more.
How far it is from.
Yeah, that's fine. Let them go a little bit more. Let them finish that bar. Let's see what's gonna be.
All right. So
They're
we'll
all
keep
tanking
tracking.
going up. Yeah, they don't know where they cannot make up their mind. They're into resistance zone.
GS is soaring right now. GS is coming up big time.
Okay. They're all into resistance area, but they wanna go long. So let them make up their mind. Nasdaq and ES, and as you can see, going up, going down.
Apple is setting up big time right now
Is it?
on the 200 line.
Yeah, but you should wait until it comes to the 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, until 20. I wouldn't just go yet. Let's see what's gonna be here with Nasdaq and ES. They're coming to 20 and then they're bouncing back and then they go into the resistance zone. And then they bounce down, so they're like no decision yet.
Oh, this is a great buy in Boeing. With how far it is from 200. When was it last closed?
That's a huge moves.
Closed yesterday at 152, so it's back down to 152.
Okay, let's just go buy some Nasdaq.
Order filled.
And we'll go with a target price over here on the top of the bar.
Order submitted.
And let's see if we can get that move. Wow, that's a huge, look at that pullback. It's a huge one, look at that. Wow. And there's
Order
one and
filled.
done, 300 points just like that.
How much money did you have to tie up for that?
For this, just the margin, whatever, I think it's $1,000 now. And you
So-
made $300. Wow, did it take a minute? I don't think it took a minute.
That was like 30%.
Yeah, I don't think it took a minute.
Not
One
even
and
Goldman
done.
Sachs can do that.
No.
Not even a hedge fund can do that.
All right, guys, be careful over there. It's we are into a resistance zone, so
Oh, right there. Like that.
yeah. If I would go long, I would just wait for them to go long and then clear that resistance zone. But as you can see, one and done. That's it. We don't-
One and done.
Yeah,
Fire and forget.
yeah. Who is that?
That's Apple. So I'm
Yeah.
setting up a buy in
Oh,
20.
I told you in 20. Did you buy any in 20?
No, I didn't buy any in 20,
No?
but it's setting up right now. I had to wait for the price in red to come over, and then
Yeah, that's why I said you would buy on 20.
right there.
No, on 20, on 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I have a
it.
limit order for
What's
50.
with Johnson Johnson?
Still going down $87 on that
Okay.
trade, but you know,
Okay,
It's,
that's good.
it's
No,
a
that's
good-
a big drop.
it is a good stock,
Yeah,
and
it's a big drop. So
yeah, and it's right there at how much it closed yesterday as well.
yeah,
Same price as it closed. I wonder if that's even a good buy at that price.
let them finish that bar. Let them finish.
And then let's take a look at Apple.
Okay, so here on Nasdaq NQ, it's a resistance zone, but they may just break and go long. So I want to be careful over here. Don't want to rush. As you can see down here, look left to trade right. They went under the band and then it was just a pullback. Now they're fighting to go long. So let's see what's gonna be there. Same as with ES. You know, I'll make another trade on Nasdaq,
Order filled.
and it's 7850.75. That's where it's entry.
Mm-hmm.
7850.75. I'll make over here.
Order submitted.
Target just. I'll make a target 7866.
Geez.
7865, that's the target. So let's see what's gonna be.
I bought some more J&J, lower our price down to 34.31. That's very good.
134.31, that's average price.
Yeah, so now it's way lower. But that's
Okay.
good, that's how you manage your trade.
Yeah.
So now I could even sell at the 200 line, make a ton of money.
Alright, that's where they're gonna go. That's a big drop. They're gonna turn
Oh,
around.
it's a huge drop.
Yeah.
This is good. So I'll set that up, it's like going fishing. And I'll
Yeah.
just set it up so that way if something happens, it takes it. If it doesn't take it, who cares?
Yep.
You know, a lot of this trading is so automated, you set it and forget it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Just don't be afraid. Manage your trade. The moment I lost my stops, that's when everything trading a turn in the trading. You got to manage your trades. That's the only way to make money. So you don't buy everything at the same time. Even things happen like this, we'll still walk the price, will be okay. Alright, here's they're still bouncing from 20 SMA. So if they cannot go lower, they'll just turn around big time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like that's happening to Apple right now, and they're
Yeah.
facing a lot of resistance.
Yeah.
They're about to come back down to 200.
Yeah, that's a big bar over there.
And you know, I think it's gonna be when it's about to execute. But once it stays above that blue line,
Yeah,
it's gonna be a run for Apple.
and that's a big bar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we are here on 2 minutes. These are all 2 minutes bars. So
So right now, price loss. Well, CNBC stocks fall, but you know how it is. And then pull up my Thinkorswim on my app here. So total
Alright, here.
positions down $100 today.
that's for now. So, but you look at now. Look at what it's doing. They are turning around,
Oh yeah,
and then
so
so
that pressure.
yeah. We are in at 7850.75.
Stocks are really confused this morning, you know.
Yeah.
They just don't know where they want to go. And
They want to go long, but there's a lot of resistance there. They cannot go short. Looks like they're trying, but they're just not doing.
hmm
So, and there's a look at Nasdaq. It's going. Everything's going to be running up. Looks like. Okay.
That's why you can't trust what you just read on the news because I
Yeah.
mean it
Just
just
follow what price is saying.
if you don't, yeah, you got to see the prices for yourself. You can't just be looking at
Yeah.
the article that says, "Oh, the Dow's down 100 points," because right now it could be above by a lot.
Okay, watch where it's support. EMA 8 is support there. And it's true.
So Johnson and Johnson
It's coming back.
coming back. We're only down $33. We have a long position of 100. Average price 134.31.
Did you put your price target?
I didn't set one yet, but I will.
I would go by 200. Is the 200 your profit?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. You would make still good money there.
Decent money.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah. Get a couple of pennies on there.
That's right. And if it goes down, you just buy more.
We just
But imagine if you bought at market open, you'd be poor. You know what I mean? Because the whole thing just dropped.
okay. Look at what market is doing. I always watch market do it. We can get a few extra points. If it continues up, it's going to be hitting this upper yellow line. So we can get extra few ticks. The target is 7866.5. In case I see that there's a lot of resistance, I can just close at the market. So far so good. I think we can look for extra few points. Not to be greedy, but I'm just looking what the market is telling me. Either I close it now market or or you raise the price, your target. Because if they explode, they're just gonna explode as they're doing, and we almost got our price. Okay, if it's doing this too much, like just right now they're doing, I can just go and close it market. But looks like, oh,
Order
that's it.
filled.
650 points in 13 minutes,
Wow,
which is not bad.
that's great.
That's 2 and done. 1 and done was there, so this was even better trade, 350 points. And as I expected, they went over the line, so that's why I followed the line there. Okay, and then here, if I get more people watching this, then I'll get stock price, stock data. So
Mhm.
we will be watching some stocks too,
Oh yeah.
important stocks, whatever, no good ones. But if I don't get, then I just won't. But just watch what market is saying and learn to read that market. And that's it. See conditions now, this because prices are so quick, they turn around very quick. That's why we're in 2-minute chart. If like a month ago when markets were slower, I was on a Unirenko. But that was too quick later when everything started to move down. It was just too quick, so we turned to 2-minute chart. So when you guys watch this video, if you have any questions, you post there. Gladly answer. If you need any help, I'll gladly answer.
Well, how much were we up right here?
650 points,
Wow.
30 minutes, 2 trades.
How much money did we tie up?
tried it like 2 trades, $2,000 right now. I think it's $1,000 margin for NQ. Usually it's 500, but it's now 1,000, I believe. So there you go. Just can't beat this. And with these indicators here, as you can see, there's resistance, but looks like Nasdaq wants to go long.
It does.
Yeah. Now it's just making pullback, and just be careful.
That's right. I have my target set up, so I have a target at Apple at 255. If it comes back down there, I'm buying 100 shares. But
What's J&J? Are you?
J&J, I'm just managing the trade right now. So if it
Okay.
comes back down lower, I'm just gonna half my price target. It's about to execute. There it is. So now my price target's down to 133. Yep, 133 on J&J.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. That's not a hard price target to beat.
And you would, what's 200, 135?
Yeah. So even if it just goes back to 80 MA, I'm making money
Alright.
right there.
No,
Well, that's why-
I believe it's gonna go long.
And that's why it's really good to be well funded, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, you got to be.
And then of course we have our target for Apple set up as well.
Okay, there's a big Nasdaq drop there, so it's ES. Okay, watch an ES. There's this blue line, could go down here, but for now it's 2582, it could be resistance or just a pullback. 2583. Or they may even run down to yellow one. We'll see what they're deciding. There's that resistance. They didn't go first time through, so maybe they're gonna pull back and then try to go second time, go through. And as you can see on the daily, all right, we are in the rates where it opened last night, but if they go long, first target would be around 8200.
Apple's about to hit our. It's got a lot of pressure to come down.
Come down,
We
yeah.
might even end up buying
Yeah.
that too.
All right. So it's about 8200 on Nasdaq on a daily. That would be if markets go long, but earnings are gonna start pretty soon, so I'm sure there's gonna be some devastation there. There's gonna be who knows what. If you guys watch video January 22nd, that would be right here. I made a video and I was warning people to that this shouldn't be. As you can see, we went above this upper band with EMA 8. We got a couple of days pullback and then continue. And I was warning every morning, it shouldn't be this, it shouldn't be. And look at what happened. So this indicator just works great. So just watch and careful. If we go down, next resistance will be EMA 8, wherever they meet. About 76 stories. If you continue down. If not, about 8200, it's the next up chart target. So we may be bouncing here, who knows.
Mm-hmm.
But we had a couple of trades, and what did we make? We made about 130 ticks.
Oh, we just bought on an Apple.
You bought the Apple?
Yeah, just
All right.
had a
What
sharp,
price? What
a sharp
price?
drop. So 255.50.
How many shares? How many shares?
100 shares.
All right.
So sharp drop, and then now we can send.
255.50.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So I'm sure you're gonna make money in that one too.
Oh, it'll be easy.
Well, you were for last week. You were making everyday money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't had a single day where I lost in the last week. So
You're not using any stops.
no,
No
stops.
stops, yeah.
No stops.
We
I'm
don't
only
use
using a
that
margin.
stop. Yeah, we don't use that. We just manage our trades until we make money,
Mm-hmm.
and then our targets are depends what the chart is saying. That's
Exactly.
why we go with our targets.
Exactly.
Is something that's very clean.
So
What's Kramer saying?
he said Dow on pace for biggest Q1 decline. There's always some news,
Oh,
you know. They
yeah.
always have something to say.
So they say for oil too. Oil is big time down.
Mm-hmm.
Oil was yesterday in teens. He wants to be a teen again. Get young. Now it's 2054. I'm looking at different chart. What's with the gold? Let's take a look on
Oh,
the
yeah.
gold.
It's good to look at the gold.
Yeah, what's gold saying?
And I think Apple might even be setting up. Look at that. You've got red. So you've got 8, 20, and 200 on Apple.
Up as well?
8, 20, and 200.
Yeah,
That's the perfect setup.
setting up so you could make some good money there.
I'm gonna set my sell target pretty high now.
Okay.
Yeah. J&J is just hanging out there.
Still coming down or it's making bar?
J&J is making a little bit of rebound. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit of a rebound.
But it's a good compensator, don't worry, I know you will make
Oh,
money
it's
with
great.
it, yeah.
It was at 130, and then now it's back to 131. We set our sell target for 134. Is when we're gonna be making money. So right now we're down about $350 total. Apple we're in profit, $4, so 100 shares. But we bought that at a great time.
Okay.
You know, just because we bought that at the 200 SMA mark. Yeah.
Okay, well see, the important thing, you're not afraid, no matter what happens, you know you're gonna make money, that's
Well,
the
yeah,
whole point.
it's dangerous
Yeah.
if you short because, and you know, I'm not
Yeah,
ready to short. You know what I mean? For some people, they're okay with it, but if you leave that too long, you're done.
but
Especially in a
it
market
go-
like this.
even if it goes against you, you still make money, that's what I'm saying. So
Oh,
you
yeah.
have nothing to be afraid of,
Exactly.
not to freak out, nothing to worry,
That's why going long, you know, it's yeah, it is a safer option.
for now, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, gold is 1625, and it's going up since 6 o'clock. It's nothing but up, with some pullbacks, of course. Okay,
It's trying to go down. It looks like.
well, Nasdaq is coming down, so it's ES, but they're coming very close to the support zone, so they may go a little bit more down, but they'll be turning around.
Oh, and like
Yeah.
a nice bounce.
Yeah, they'll be turning around.
Hmm. So the Dow was up, I think 3% yesterday, and then I was up 5.5. So when you beat the Dow Jones, that's good news, you know.
Well, you're beating every day, it looks like.
Yeah.
It's great, great.
So today we're minus 0.3131%, but you give it some time to the end of the day, manage this trade properly, and we'll get ourselves into a good position.
Okay, on ES we are coming into oversold territory, so it can go a little bit lower, maybe to 2570s, 2570 around there, may go even low, but that would be oversold territory. Just like, can we find anything? Can we find anything here? Something like that. You guys on YouTube, if you're watching live, you're late like 20 seconds or so, 25. So this signals here, you get them late, they don't count.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we could be on the ES over here, somewhere here on the bottom, around the 2570s. That could be that would be definitely oversold territory.
That'd be a big bounce.
Yeah, so that's why they couldn't break through over here on top. So they're pulling back, maybe running long.
Mm-hmm.
The low, look left to trade right. The low is for now is 25.72 and a quarter. So right there, they would be making a double bottom even. And then maybe they're gonna go long, or they're deciding to go already. So we'll see. But we already made a couple trades, good trades, and made very quick 130 ticks,
Wow.
and
Easy as that, huh?
just easy as that, yeah. So now we're looking what's gonna be. Even if we don't trade anymore, we're just fine. That's per contract.
You didn't have to tie up that much money to make that happen.
No, just a couple of contracts. That's all we trade. In one contract, first trade, another contract, second trade, and that's it.
And contracts are cheap.
Yeah. If I look how much I paid how much I tied money every time, it's just for a contract that's $1,000,
Mm-hmm.
and we made 650 points. That's a 65% return.
And it's a big return.
Yeah. That was in 13 minutes, so it was great.
Mm-hmm.
What's Apple doing?
Apple's nice and flat. We're down $8 total on the trade. Johnson & Johnson, nice rebound, 132.
And
Building
you would be making money 133, am I right?
133, yep, 133.50.
133.50. Okay.
Yeah, so
So in case when we close the room,
mhm.
we'll see what if J&J is gonna go over 133.50.
Oh yeah, we'll give you an update like we
Yeah.
did about yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday was a great day. We got in at the right time for Boeing. It was a great time to buy. We knew it hit
yeah.
rock bottom, and then that's
That
when
was great for Boeing yesterday.
and we didn't even do anything. Like during the morning, of course, you guys know we didn't even do that much trading. We made $300. But afternoon, things changed and got back in, made that, later in the morning, that 1,300 for 1,600 total. So that was pretty nice. Looks like 200 is acting as a pretty good support. Mhm.
Yeah, for Apple.
Mhm. But I don't know, it might break through, but we'll see where the momentum sends it. For J&J, building a nice support. Total, we're not, we were down like up in the 500s for the day, but now we're only down about 300. And stocks are really cheap right now.
Yeah, they had a big pullback. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Goldman Sachs. That GS, it's down.
Yeah, and then there's BA. BA is setting up.
Boeing.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's setting up. Yeah, that's a good buy there at 200.
yeah.
Yeah, 200 is a good buy. And yeah, Nasdaq is running, ES is running, as you can see. What I was saying, be careful. Then maybe just pulling back and gonna run again. Now they open more space to run all the way up here.
All right, Apple's in the perfect setup right now.
Okay.
Well, it's setting itself up. We'll see. If red goes above 20 or 8 goes above 20, then
Well, this next bar needs to break EMA 8 on Nasdaq. To go
for it
long.
to flip.
Yeah, because it's now acting as resistance. EMA 8. It's acting as resistance.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, same on ES. So hopefully they just go through.
That's right.
That will be that, very much.
But of course, we'll give you all the updates. We'll let you know what goes on here.
Yeah. I mean, we made so quick 130 points. 130 ticks. Look at this move again. That's all I'm
Order
saying.
filled.
Watch out. If they break,
Oh,
if they
Order
break, they'll
submitted.
it's a
go.
big up.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get a few extra ticks.
Order
Right there.
filled.
Wow. Another 19 ticks. Great. 3 trades, 3 positive trades. Patience, see what market is doing, read the market, and go from there.
Yeah. Buy high, sell
Yeah.
higher, right?
Okay, now 20 SMA is acting as a resistance, but if that gets broken, expect it at least to here, if not to yellow one. 78.59 or 78.70. So those could be next targets.
Apple, we're in the green on Apple, $3.
All right.
Staying nice and flat.
Yeah, as long as it's making green. Yeah, it's going up. Nasdaq is going. EMA8 is acting as a support.
Mm-hmm. Johnson & Johnson staying pretty flat,
Flat.
pretty flat.
But it was a big sell-off on there. I don't know what's going on. With
Well,
it.
in the aftermarket, in the pre-market, it was very high,
Yeah.
so it was overbought at that point. 132 was how much it was valued at market close yesterday.
Okay.
So it just came back there. Apple's really moving. $25 an apple.
Okay, I got Nathan. Sorry, I just saw your comment. Am I considering a live trade room? Yes, I am. I'm considering just looking a couple more things, and then I'll let you know in the next few days. I'm looking some other way to do it, to really show you a few things, so that I had to go through hard time, lose a lot of money just because some people wanted me to depend on them, and I don't want you to depend on anybody. I can show you a few things, and where you can always be in always, you can't say always, but most of the time you can be in profit. Lose that stuff and know what to do, when to do, not to freak out. You know, but from people that I learned, they just very much wanted me to be depending on them, and I don't like that. I want to know what market is saying whenever I open the chart, and that's what I want to guys give to you. That's why Vic is here.
Mm-hmm.
Vic is going in the big schools. I don't know, Vic, if you can say what kind of school you're going to or not, but
Oh yeah, well you know,
Yeah.
just some with flying, so it's
yeah.
good. but-
So Vic is going to good schools, and still I'm doing this friend of mine we met in Best Buy.
I work at Best Buy.
Yeah, but he's going to big schools. That's his side job. Just
A little side gig is
Yeah.
nice to have.
yeah.
Pulling in more cash. It's all a cash flow game.
I pretty much, guys, I want you to get left by the boss and squeeze it as hard as you can, and just go live that life.
I mean, you see what's going on here. You know, I mean, Joe's been up for what 35 days,
No, this is 41st or 42nd day in a row.
42nd in a row.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's just really impressive.
But
and-
Nathan, yeah, I'll let you know. You just keep there. If you didn't subscribe if you would, and just watch. I'll put the description of the video when I'm ready. Pretty much, I'm
Yeah.
just considering that, doing that.
Make sure you take a look at Apple right now because they're setting up a huge, and we're
Oh,
up
there you
$70.
You're up 70.
Mm-hmm.
What's J&J?
J&J's kind of just hanging out there. It had a rebound from its low, and right now we're down 300.
Oh, J&J is setting up to go around again, like a Boeing yesterday. Yeah, it's setting up itself
It's
to
down
run.
311.
Yeah.
Yeah, so our break even is at 133.50, a little higher than, I mean, that's just, you know, that's not really where I want it to be, but I think it's going to run up to the 200 line,
Yeah, that's one thing.
which is at 135.34, so I could see that. So once Apple executes and we
Yeah.
make a lot of money off of that, we're going to, which it's setting up really well for
Run.
a run.
Yeah.
We're gonna use that money and put it into. I mean, we're maxed out on margin right now, but we're gonna put that all into J&J.
Okay. Nasdaq is running, so first target would be, as I was expecting here, about 78, 60, somewhere there. Second target, it's right now 78, 70s. But ES has much more room to run, so don't be surprised if Nasdaq goes all the way above even. Just don't be surprised over there. I wouldn't be surprised it goes somewhere here to 78, 84, 85. I wouldn't be surprised break this high because ES has a lot of place to run.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a look at the daily chart on J&J as well.
Okay.
Daily chart indicates the high was at 154.5.
Is J&J running up now or still staying there?
It's just hanging out. It's
Just
not,
hanging?
yeah, it's not. It's staying pretty flat for the day.
And
but
Apple should be running up,
Yeah.
isn't it?
J&J's got a lot of momentum right now. The price flipped above 8 EMA when we were talking about the daily
That's a
chart.
daily?
Mhm.
Oh, okay, it's hitting 200.
And so it's hitting 200. We don't, if it punches through 200,
Oh yeah, it's gonna be.
I mean, it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
We're gonna get back into the 2-minute chart here, which is what we use.
Oh, it's setting itself to run long.
It is. The price just flipped over 8,
Yeah.
which means we will have some sort of a run of some sort. We don't
What's
know how
Apple?
long.
What's Apple?
Um,
Let's see. Yeah, Apple's running. You are in profit in
yeah,
Apple.
so I'm up $80 on Apple. Right now, for the day, we're pretty flat. I think we're down just like, I don't know, it's like $100.
Where's your profit target on Apple?
Profit target.
I would go a couple pennies under this one. Couple 3 pennies under that high.
Okay.
Because you see over here, and there's a Nasdaq. I'm talking to you. Okay. So 78, 74 next target. If it runs up there, even maybe higher, 78,
yeah.
80s.
Apple's coming up so we did just talk about that
Yeah.
a few minutes ago. I said Apple's setting itself up, and
Yeah.
right now it's just making a huge run.
Watch, they could have a nice run because ES still has a lot of room to go. It's 2600, and we're talking about another 15 points at least.
Mm-hmm.
ES has maybe even 20 points. So
For the day, pretty flat right now. I'm just down $70, down $40.
okay, well you're still in trade, so you're not technically down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So J&J, 200 shares. Apple, 100 shares. We're up $100 so far on that. Just because we waited for a good opportunity. We didn't just jump in when the market opened.
Okay. Look, exactly what I was expecting. Nasdaq is hitting over here. Went above. It still can go above. Well, the way it's going, it could hit 7,900 before any pullback because of ES. ES still has a lot of room to run. So ES can still run another 15 points. So for now, we are just having these long trades.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for J&J to punch through.
And Nathan, if you're still there, if I get more guys watching, I'll get better program. I'm running now on what's this, Streamlabs. So you're so much behind by the time you get all this data, 20-25 seconds. Wirecast is much better. It's like 6-7 seconds just behind. But I would watch into something better, so that's very much live. You know, if I get the room. And then we'll see. So I need about another week to see how I would exactly do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I'm looking into some ways that's very much almost no cost. I really want to help, and we all win.
Winning big time.
Yeah, I don't want you to, when you take a look on the chart, that you know exactly what you're looking at, and you can do it yourself. But always look to trade it somewhere. It's always better. It's safer. We can see more.
Right now, Apple's just kind of hanging out. Price is above 8 right now.
Appreciate it, Nathan, for visiting us and watching with us.
Oh, thanks for coming out.
Yeah, we're having fun over here. Vic is having fun.
This is a great time, you know, and
Apple, you're almost your profit target.
oh yeah, we're almost there. We're just hanging out. This is once that executes, we'll buy some more J&J because that's kind of just, you know, that's kind of been remaining in place.
Jay, just to stand there.
It's very stagnant right now. It's about to cross over with 20. 20 is catching.
Told you it's setting up itself. Look at it.
Yeah, so 20 just caught up to it.
Yeah.
And right now we're down 259 on J&J. So I'm just waiting for Apple to hit our price target so we can free up some capital. We're talking a lot of capital here. I mean, that's for for 100 shares, you know, that's a good amount of money.
Yeah, you're pretty close to your target.
Yeah, so once we get that execution, we would have made probably 100. We'll make $100 on that. Right now, there's a nice pullback on Apple.
That's
We'll
fine.
have to see where that's gonna
Yeah,
take
because
us.
look at Nasdaq is in overbought territory, but still can
Yeah.
run.
It needs a little breathing room.
Yeah.
Is what it needs.
Still can run because ES has a lot of room still to run.
If you're looking at Boeing, Nathan, we'll look at Boeing. It's got a nice setup on Boeing, in my opinion. It's because red is above, or 8 is above 200, and 200's coming above as well. So if you buy at that 200 line, which is also the same place as the 20 line, which is, this is Joe's Met that he does 8, 20, 200, and that's what I've been trading on, then it works out a good majority of the time.
Nothing was perfect, but unless you're doing the management of your trade, then you are. Unless company goes into bankruptcy, you'll win them most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And look, what did I tell you? 7,900 and hit 7,900. I said that 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And the Nasdaq hit 7,900.
Apple's still on a run.
And still has a place to run because of ES. ES is so be careful now. If ES hits 26.15, we could expect some pullback.
Mm-hmm.
So let it just run. And I would definitely bring in a room stocks also, not just futures, stocks too. Wow, look at Nasdaq, look at Nasdaq, look at that baby, look at that baby.
Wow. We're about to execute on Apple.
Makes me feel good when I saw that move before it even moved, you know.
Yeah, Joe called it, you know.
Yeah, it just makes me feel good.
He's the
Made my day, that
he's
baby
the chart,
made my
he's
day.
He's the chart whisperer. I love it. And that's just going right now. We're about to execute. If you hear that noise, that's gonna be Apple making a sell 100 shares. Let's see if
Almost.
that happens. J&J coming back up as well. We're not quite at our profit target, but we are close. The lines are crossing over. We just sold Apple.
That was Apple.
Yep.
How much you made on Apple, if you may know?
$138.
That's great,
Yep.
$138, yeah, great.
Yep. And then go back on a J&J, we're gonna reposition ourselves so we can buy more of that at a lower target. Now that we have the capital to do it, we can buy 100 shares right now on the 20 line. The lines have crossed, and so that means we do have positive momentum on J&J. So I'll buy at 8 EMA, just because it's gonna take a while for 20 to catch up. If it does come back to it. If it doesn't, who cares? Because we're still gonna be making money, you know. But I don't buy unless it's a good catch.
I love when everything goes, when you can see before they make a move.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Look at Nasdaq. Nasdaq is,
Nice ringtone.
yeah, the dinosaur, huh? The Nasdaq still has could run long because just of ES. But once ES 2015, 2615, 26 to 2620, we could expect some pullback.
Nathan says, just an FYI. What's the FYI, Nathan? Let's see here. And of course, there's a 20-second delay before we'll see any
I don't know. What's
response to the chat. Johnson & Johnson at 133.1. We're 40 cents from making profit. And we didn't get any execution on our additional purchase. But that's okay. We'll leave that where it is. And so if it does come back down, we're going to be making money on that. About to break even on J&J. Let's see where it goes.
Alright, so looks like ES could run 2618, 2620. That would be over, 2620 would be overbought territory. And look at the Nasdaq running like crazy there.
Oh, crazy. We're in profit now on J&J.
You're in profit?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Well, you know, at the break-even point, and so,
Well, that's fine.
yeah, this
Yeah.
is great.
It hits your target at there 200, you're gonna be making good money too.
Oh, great money. I mean, we're talking 200 shares with the price difference of $1.50. just over $1.50. We're talking about over 200 and almost $300 really if it goes all the way up there, which looks like we have a good position and good momentum.
Yeah.
Boeing was a great buy this morning. Boeing did set itself up as well.
Did you buy any Boeing? No.
No, I didn't get into Boeing, but Boeing was a great buy this morning.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
at the 200 line, and then yeah, we're in profit on J&J. So now it's just a matter of how much money we're making.
All right. Look at that run on J&J.
Yeah. Looking at my balances, we're up 0.5% today. Old CNBC. How much is the Dow up?
Okay, we could expect some pullback over here. We hit 2619, 1875. Okay, so
Dow Jones Industrial Average up 0.033%, not even 1%.
yeah, that's one
You
more
know,
third, yeah.
Yeah, not even 0.1%. But I'm up 0.4%.
For now.
And then S&P down 0.72. Remember, I'm positive for today, so it's
Okay,
you know.
there's that 2619 and there's that pullback. So Nasdaq is doing the same
Mhm.
as I expected. Okay, here's oh, but only for 40 minutes. Why you're saying we are short? Well, I got to do some. If you mean that it's a short room. Well, I got to go do some stuff before I can give much more time. I just want to give a few points over here and see these indicators. It's actually a couple indicators that you can use many different times uses. And then once I start through, it's gonna be different. We'll use stocks and everything. So just wanna guys point you that you can make profit most of the time, and you can read the chart easily.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
My friend Vic, he turned in a week, turned all his trading in, right?
oh, it was
Yeah,
I was down.
yeah.
I was a lossaholic. You know,
Yeah.
you don't realize how much money you're losing until you're like, wow, I need to scramble the funds. I need to go.
I had to call him a little snowflake or some things like that, but it was friendly as a friend, you know.
Of course. Yeah.
No offense, but he's now doing absolutely great.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I was just losing money every day, and when you become okay with that, then that's just so wrong, you know.
Yeah.
If you become okay with losing money every day, saying, "Oh, it's just a loss. I'll make more later," I mean, that's when you're really confused at that point, and maybe you're confusing long-term strategies with day trading strategies, which I mean, they're not really hand in hand. You know, they're not the same thing.
And we are together a couple of weeks, and you can do now. I can see you can do it yourself.
Oh, I noticed Joe, he wasn't really coaching me through today, through my trades. He was just, watching to see if I could do this myself. And today we're in the profit. We're making good money. Yesterday, he even had to tell me, there was a great opportunity, great setup on Boeing, but you know what? He always scolded me. He said, if you're making good money, get out, don't be selfish, don't be greedy. I made 5% that day return with margin, and I didn't want to go back in later in the day just because I was making good money. He said, no, you have to, if it's a good setup, pretty much guaranteed to run, you'd be stupid not to take it, and it just makes sense. So, but Joe taught me that setup. 8, 20, 200 is what we use here, and it's great. So, listen to what he says. It's great, great information. But don't be a lossaholic, Nathan, and that was me. Don't be a lossaholic, because once you're okay with losing money, you're gonna lose everything. You will lose everything.
Nathan said he went through the same.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I went through the same. Nathan, I was with wrong people. I was surrounded when I was learning, and fortunate, unfortunate, whatever. Let me put this way, Nathan. When I hear somebody tells me you got to put 600-700 ticks stop to make 150 200 ticks, that's not right with me. All you need to one bad trade, and then you are messed up. And I listen to these people that trade for 34 years. They said there's nothing unusual to go 10 trades in a row negative.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't like those 600 ticks stop to make 100, 150, 200 ticks. That's not right. So that's why I was looking for the base, and I found over here.
My portfolio was at right around 70,000, and then I was at 70,000, and then this whole thing happened. My portfolio was at 70,000 about 2 months ago, and then that's when everything tanked, and then I ran into Joe, and he said, "Yeah, you need to be. You gotta stop losing money here," and so that's when I finally woke up, and I was losing. I was down to about $35,000.
It was half.
I lost about half my money.
Yeah.
Which I could have lost the whole thing, really. At that point, I was just ready to buy contracts and see where it would go.
Nathan, we don't use stops, as you can see here, for last 41, 42 days, whatever it is. We just manage the trades.
Mhm.
And once, if it goes, sometimes it's gonna go a long time against you, but once you get in profit, you get in profit, you have to.
You sell
And
options.
there we go, yeah.
Yeah, Joe was teaching me sell options too,
Yeah, so-
which it gets very complex. So that's why I personally avoid it. It's very hard to do. But an expert like Joe, you just can't lose money when you sell options during a time of very high volatility like this, because no matter. And I was telling Joe, I was like, how come I'm buying all these options? I'm buying puts and I'm buying calls, and everything's like down, even though the market's moving in my favor. And it's because the volatility of the market is so high, the spread is so high, that if it doesn't go your way enough, you will still lose money. There's just no way to make money.
Yeah. Okay, so here we are in overbought territory on both Nasdaq and ES, hugely. So don't be surprised now to get a pullback. Even on ES, if it comes to 2600 around 2600, 2605, don't be surprised. They can make that move down and then continue long.
Mm-hmm.
We are now above this support zone. That was nice, huge run. Plus lunch is coming, so don't be surprised that they pull back and then run later in the day. This is pretty much vertical run, so who knows what they can do.
That's right.
Are you, what's with you, J&J? You making money?
Well, I sold Apple. I forgot it was at 257. It just kept running up to 260, but it had a perfect setup, like I said.
Yeah, that's fine. No,
But we
that's
still,
fine.
we still
You
made
made money, yeah.
still made $138 in that trade.
What's J&J?
J&J kind of holding right now. It's I'm up. I'll be up like a few bucks, and then I'll be down about
Okay.
50. And right now the
Well,
price is
All markets are pulling back, so they're gonna be around into 200, I'm sure, today.
mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I hope it pulls back lower so I can buy some more.
Okay. Well, that's gonna be for today, Nathan. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully, you're gonna join us, and we'll talk a little bit more. I have to run, and then you have a wonderful day. Watch over here on. They could pull back on ES, like I said, around 2600. Don't be surprised. And then this Nasdaq, could come back to 7900.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised, and then continue long if they're gonna go long. So
But as of the end of the chat today, I'm still up 0.1%, still
Alright.
higher than the Dow.
so we'll give you update. Your J&J is what's average price? What's average price that you bought J&J?
133.50.
133.50. So we'll see where it's gonna hit today.
Mm-hmm.
You're hoping where's your profit target?
Profit target 133.50, but my sell target
Yeah.
is at 135.30.
So couple of almost couple of bucks you wanna make it.
Yep, and it's just below the 200 line, which the 200 line is a great indicator. So the price always comes back to 200.
Okay, well, we'll see you tomorrow. You take care, Nathan, and if there's anybody else, you guys take care. And
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks
Yeah.
for listening.
if we get more guys, we'll do a little bit of extra in stocks too, but definitely I'm looking into a live room. I just need another few days before I finish some things, and then we'll go. I'll let you know. Alright guys, have a nice day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
See you later.